Hello, this is the presentation for Team Up Apps project NEO by Team NEO. And hello, my name is Rahan Gandhi. Did you guys know that 91% of teams use two or more tools for project management? And also, project managers use six or more tools daily to coordinate work between their teams. Project managers lose approximately 5 hours per week just switching between tools, equating to almost 260 hours per year. This is equivalent to nearly 6.5 work weeks. Tool switching increases cognitive load and reduces productivity by 40%. A single platform eliminates the need for tool switching, saving project managers up to 20% of their time weekly. Introducing Neo. Neo is a tailored solution for project management. So why Neo? The Team of Apps for Good program needed a customized platform to address the challenges of project managers. A centralized solution was essential to provide a single platform for managing projects, streamline access to project milestones, team progress, and resources, enhancing coordination among students, mentors, and administrators. Some of the key features for students would be tracking progress on milestones and certification goals, and being able to access details about their team members and mentors. Neo would also help them stay informed with deadlines and resources. And here are some of the tools that are going to be useful for administrators and mentors. Some of them can be like add and manage milestones, upload program resources and materials for the students, monitoring the students' progress and engagement. For Neo, we predict the outcome would be to provide an intuitive and cohesive platform, enhancing project management and increasing accountability, and also driving higher student engagement and program success rates. Some of the major use cases for Neo are going to be these. Progress tracking. Admins can assign and monitor tasks, milestones, and projects while students are able to update their progress on assigned tasks and milestones. Resource access. So Neo will be a centralized platform to access team and program resources, including deadlines, start dates, materials, and also contacts to get in touch with their mentors. Neo offers Google account integration. So students and administrators can log in to Neo using their Google accounts and integrate their Google calendars for scheduling and deadline tracking. This can be done once their accounts are registered. Feedback and communication. Administrators can provide feedback and communicate with their students using the score and event notification features. Now, let's go over some of our designs and design choices. We wanted to create a role-specific content with clear navigations and data visualizations, as well as alerts to improve the user's experience. For the tech stack, we used HTML, CSS, and along with that, we use Ruby on Rails, SQL databases, and Heroku deployment. Our architecture is very much similar to the MVC's architecture, and our design is also very similar to the RESTful API's design. For database design, we use relational databases to model main entities and relationships between different tables. For security, we implemented authentication and authorization with third-party identity providers such as Google's OAuth. Third-party integrations also include Google Calendar for schedule management. Here are some of our challenges. We faced a few challenges during our development work, and some of them are the new programming language and framework, which would be Ruby on Rails. We struggled to adapt to the new development methodology that was taught in class, Agile, and also it was very much difficult for us to system design for future upgrade and maintenance. We also faced some issues with code consistency among team members and also writing code. We also faced a few issues that had to do with maintaining the integrity with CI/CD pipeline, as it was difficult to integrate everyone's changes together at the end of every sprint. These are some of the lessons we learned from our work in this course. That the number one would be agile methodologies, and it helped us foster adaptability through iterative sprints, regular feedback, and continuous improvement. We learned to collaborate with our team and leverage diverse perspectives, and learned how to communicate clearly and sharing our goals for better outcomes. We learned how to maintain clear, concise documentation to streamline onboarding and troubleshooting for our application. And we learned how to design user-centric design for our application. One of the key lessons we learned was conflict resolutions, where we learned to address challenges openly to maintain a positive team environment. Also learned how to assure quality. So we emphasize testing to ensure reliability and scalability for our application. So let's talk about the future scope of our application. We believe that there is a lot of future scope for our application, mainly being tasks and milestone deadlines should be integrated with Google Calendar to get notifications for future work. We can also create a comprehensive reporting module that can be developed and deployed online. We want to, in the future, find alternatives to the AWS bucket for storing large files via the resource section. And we also want to be able to add a section to enable students to upload sprint reports or progress reports for their work. The UI can also be enhanced and modified to make it more intuitive for the students. Thank you. Hello and welcome to TeamApp's Project News live demo. Let's start. This is our dashboard page that will show up as soon as you access the link for the application. When we press login with Google, it will redirect us to a page like this, where the student can choose to use their email to log in. Google will ask for some permissions that you will have to allow them for the resource. Once logged in, the student will see this dashboard page for their project. It will show what project they are on, such as Project Gamma, as well as any announcements that are new to the session or recently made will show up as a banner on the student's page. Over here, we have the project dashboard where they will be able to see what project they are on, the description, the objective, and the start and end dates. They will also be able to see or preview any of the new resources that have been uploaded for their usage, which is like this. Scrolling down, the student will be able to see the completion score or the score that the admins or the mentors have given them, rating them on their work. The student can click on Know Your Team over here to be redirected to the Team Members tab, where they will be able to access who their team members are and also who the key contacts are for reaching out. Key contacts will often be team managers or admins who can mentor them. Next, the student can navigate to project milestones over here, where they will be able to access all the milestones that are currently present on their project. So they will be able to look at all the milestones which when they are starting and when they end and whatever their objectives are. They will also be able to filter the milestone based on whichever in progress, not started, and so on. The student can then move on further to look at the project timeline. Over here, this will show a project timeline chart which will show where each project starts and ends. And when they hover over it, they will be able to see a few details of it. They can scroll down and also look at the milestones in a table format where it will clearly state what the start date and the deadline is for that milestone. Next, they can move to the task management stage. On task management, they will be able to see whatever tasks that have been assigned to them by their mentor or admin, and they will be able to select a task such as this and look at the details. Once their task is completed, they can change the status in between any of them and press the update status button, which will automatically update it over here. They can also click on View Progress button over here to show this page, which shows how many tasks they have completed out of the ones that are assigned to them. Currently, when they have a task in progress, it will show up as yellow, and when completed, it will change colors to green, just like this. So this shows that one task is completed while 4 remain not started. The student has the ability to check out their calendar as well. So they can go to the calendars page and this will load the calendar for the student. This will show whatever calendar meetings they have on this calendar. This is pretty much all the student has access to. Now let's go over to the admin side. This is what the admin is going to see when they first log in. The login procedures are the same for the students and the admins. When the admin logs in, they will be automatically redirected to the page where they will be able to see all the projects that are currently underway. They will be able to create a new project, such as new project, and they can mention a start date as well as an end date. And they can set the project to inactive or active. and they can even add other users to it, like this. And hence, once a project is created, they will be able to view it over here. They can go into the project details, and this is the project dashboard page for the admin, where they will be able to see the project's progress, and they will be able to see the details of the project, and they can even edit the project like this over here, and they can change whatever they need to do for the project. This they will also be allowed to delete the project if needed, where they can just hit delete project, and it will ask a pop-up that says this is going to delete the project, and once they click OK, it will delete it. Admin has access to look at each and every other project, and also over here the project progress will update depending on how many milestones are completed. The admin can go to the milestone management page, where he or she will be able to look at all the milestones that are there for that particular project. They can create a new milestone called new milestone with an objective, and also set a deadline for it to at least a week from the creation date. So they can create the milestone, and this is going to be a new milestone. Over here you can see that the donut doesn't have anything because there are no tasks that have been assigned under this milestone. For example, over here you can see the tasks that are assigned under this milestone, and you will also be able to edit and update the status of each milestone, or edit whatever is needed for the details over here. We can also delete the milestone the same way as the project deletion works. This will delete the milestone completely. Next, they can move on to the task management page. Over here are the team members that are Rahan, Dhruv, and Akansha under this project called Project Camp. They can add a task for each and every person over here, as well as edit or delete. They can click on the task to open this pop-up and change the description fields, the deadlines, and the name, or whichever milestones they also belong. They can also update the status of the task for the student. They are also able to add a new task such as this, and they can set it to as it will always have to be set as not started when creating a new task. They can choose to add it to any milestone they want, as well as a deadline, which should be a week from now. Let's create a task. So this should create something called new task. They can also delete this task. This will delete the new task that was just created. Next, they can go to resource management. Over here, they have the ability to upload a file of their choosing. They can select any file such as new enrollment, PDF, and they can choose a file of their choosing from their downloads and use it. And this should show up over here on the resources page. Next, they can go to team management. In team management, they will be able to see who the team members are that are assigned to this project. They also have the ability to add more members to this project. For example, I can add another person to this project, and it should show up over here. And this will reflect everywhere, such as task management will show that Anirudh doesn't have any tasks yet, and they can be added everywhere. What is particular is that only one student, that a student can be only added to one project at any given time. We also have the ability to delete a student or remove a student from the team management, and this will also delete all the tasks that they have been assigned. Next, admins have another ability to be able to manage a student's score. They can go to manage student score and see all the students that are there on this page and be able to change their score. Currently, we can change the score for anyone we want. So let us change the score for this person, 80. When we update score, the pie chart will automatically update as well. And this can be done for any and everyone. When this update score is done, it will also reflect on the student's portrait, where their completion score will change. Next, an admin can select events to create a banner for. We can have such as a broadcast banner pop up at the student's dashboard page, and we can choose which one should be a priority. We can create them as broadcast events, so they will show up as pop-ups on the student's page when they log in. And we can even delete a few of them and also edit a few of them and also create a new one. We can create this event. Upon setting it as a broadcast event, this will make it pop up on the student's page. We can have multiple broadcast events as well. we have the calendar page. When clicking upon this button, we will load the calendars in question over here. So this will be the default calendar of the user who has logged in using Google Authentication Service. Over here, they will be able to view their schedule and in the future also be able to view the milestones and deadlines and task deadlines over here. Next, we can go to another part of our admin system, which is import data. This is how the application can add new users to it. We can choose a file of our choosing from the downloads. Let's go with this. And we can choose upload and import. This will basically create new users. Now this can be viewed easily over here. You can scroll down and you can see that we have added a new user called new user 2. We can also go to manage projects and we can go to team management to add these new users. So we can see here that new user 2 is added. Now this adds new user as a student. We also have another user who is also an admin. That cannot be viewed since this current user is also an admin. So this is all the functionalities that are provided currently on our application.